Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards. It's been a minute. It's always a minute, seems like these days, before I can get back in front of the camera and do another video. But we just had a Dallas card show, so I owe you a video. I owe you a recap. Let's get into it. This is going to be, this is a slower show for me. I only picked up 3 PC cards, but I have some other cards to show you, and then just some stuff that I saw at the show that was interesting. One thing about my personal Dallas card show this time around was that I went solo. I went with my son, but my partner that I usually go to these shows with, Josh, was unable to attend this time. So I walked by myself, and there's pros and cons to that. The pro is that you can kind of move at your own pace, do what you like. The con is that you only have one set of eyeballs. Josh, when he's right there with me, man, he's always pointing out cards that he knows my taste. He knows what I like to collect. So he's always pointing stuff out. And, you know, just having someone there to bounce ideas off of, comps off of, somebody that can help you negotiate if you need them in a pinch. It's always good to have a road dog. It's always good to have someone there in case you need them, negotiation-wise, or just someone who can give you a little bit of perspective, like, I don't know if I do that deal, or yeah, I think that's a good deal. Just another pair of eyes, another brain to look at things, to process things. It's always good. My son is strictly Pokemon, so he went off and did his own thing. We did end up staying the night, my son and I, who usually we have to bed up because there's just 2 queens. Josh gets a bed, I get a bed, and my son's been coming the last couple of shows, so we usually bed up together. So another pro to going without Josh was that we both got to have our own beds. And so that might have been why we decided to skip trade night altogether and just crash out. We were both tired. It was a long show. I didn't go Thursday. I didn't go Friday. I just went Saturday. I didn't get there till around noon. And then once I got there, went straight into the end of the show about 6 o'clock. Without taking too much of a break, and then went to eat. I met my wife, went to eat dinner, and Keaton and I headed back to the hotel after that. And then I had every intention to go down to trade night, but I just couldn't make myself do it. He was cashed out. He said, I'm good. He was making deals all week, all Saturday and into Sunday. I didn't make not one single deal on Saturday, so I didn't see too much that I did. I saw a lot that I liked, but I just kept my powder dry, which could have turned out to be a mistake because when I went back on Sunday, half the damn showroom was empty. I'm not going to get on too much of a rant here, but it's embarrassing when you pay $15 and you go into a half-empty showroom. Maybe not as embarrassing to the person that's buying the ticket, but it should be embarrassing to the show promoters, and it should be a situation where, hey, if you're going to have half your main room leave on Sunday, not even set up, bring some guys from the outer rooms in there and let them take their spot, because it's just disheartening to walk in and see so many cases with the black tarps over them or whatever, the black covers, and no cards there and nobody sitting there at the table. I'm sure if I would have tried to put my cards out like I was a dealer, they would have rushed right over and told me I didn't pay for that spot and kicked me out. But I mean, damn, at least it would have been somebody there to wheel and deal with the paying customer. So anyway, let's look at some things that stood out to me. This is a cool card. This is a 2016 Panini Preferred Silhouette. Love the silhouettes. I prefer the Crown Royal silhouettes, but this is a cool card. I used to have an NT DAC RPA, very similar to this with the star patch, that I actually sold for $17K, if you can believe that. This one had a $4.75 sticker price on it. Just noted it, didn't really have any interest in it, but I did see it later in another dealer's case. So I think, not sure if he paid full sticker, but that's a pretty decent price with that kind of patch, and it's on card. So, I mean, what's the difference between that card and an NT? I mean, the cost of the box maybe, but essentially it's the same card. Let's see, what else did I see? Oh, I saw this gorgeous Nikola Jokic light blue. The light blue in 2015 is almost electric blue. It's almost got some, I don't know, some Mustang blue in it. Very cool, very beautiful. I think in a 10 this goes upwards of 6, 7K. I think 2650 for a 9 is high. But this was just a card I like to look at. I like Jokic. I don't know if there's any, um, it doesn't make sense to buy this card, but man, it's just a great color match. So forever, it will be one of my favorite color match cards. Let's see. Here's one that I do want to eventually pick up. The Adrian Beltre Bowman Chrome from 1997. It's the rookie international refractor, rare card. This in a 10 goes for like 5K. I think 1850 was high for this. I think comps are around maybe 13 or 14, maybe 15. But yeah, the guy, this is one of the dealers that was not back on Sunday. I had the cards to trade into this, but I didn't even really get a chance to sit down with him. He was walking the show on Saturday, and then I talked to his friend. I left my phone number with the guy. The guy didn't even have an Instagram. I said, "You have an Instagram?" Well, it's my buddy's card. Okay. Well, does he have an Instagram? He doesn't. But if you give me his number, I'll tell him you're interested in this card. So I did that. Never heard back. Went back on Sunday. Guy was packed up and gone. But these international refractors are pretty sweet, pretty rare. And I just love Beltre. This one, here's one of those Crown Royal silhouettes. I love these. The die cut action out of the window kind of frames the player. This is a sticker auto, but gorgeous patch. The guy had a 2K sticker on it. The last comp is 1200, and he said the lowest he could do was 1800. So I just mused at it, smiled and walked on. But a lot of guys, man, they just won't budge from the price point that they have on a card. So I don't know if he ever anticipates selling this. I don't know if he thinks Herbert's going to go to the Super Bowl and then he'll be able to squeeze an extra $200-300 out of it. But sometimes it's not the price you can get; it's the buyer you possibly have in front of you. And I think a lot of times dealers discount that. When's the next time a guy's going to come around that wants to possibly make a deal for a card like this? He might not be at your price, but there's an interest he has in that card. So I don't know, chasing guys off because you have to get your number that you're into the card for isn't a good way to move cards. I show you these two because they're kind of cool. My son was telling me about these. Apparently these are a Japanese promo. They're Mario and Luigi Pikachus. They come as a set, or this guy had them as a set. 9K for both, so pretty rare, pretty cool Pokemon cards. This was interesting. This is a 2000, I think it's 2013. Maybe it's 2008. I can't remember. I think it's 13. 2013 Topps Treasury. I'd never heard of Topps Treasury. I was getting schooled. The guy who had this card was telling me about it. I guess it's like, this is a rip card. So I know that they do rip cards in Allen Ginter, which is a Panini product. But I don't know if Topps was the originator of the rip card. But the guy was telling me this is a 1-of-1 Dirk Topps Treasury. And supposedly there is a mini Logo Man, Game Used Logo Man in each of these 1-of-1s. He showed me a Shaq Logo Man that sold for 5K. And they're just little mini cards, but they have just the cutout of the Logo Man on it. Pretty cool. I told him, I would never rip this card. This would be a Dirk PC item. I would not be bothered or up at night wondering what was inside of this. And he said that he's had to basically fight himself off of ripping this card several times. But it's a cool card. It's kind of, it's kind of niche. For a Dirk collector, it's super cool. But he was at 2K on. I said, "Where'd you get 2K?" And he said, "I just kind of figured if there's a low end Logo Man in there, then it might be about $500 to $800. But the high end Logo Man can sell." Anywhere upwards of 2K plus. So I guess that makes sense. He said he kind of pulled it out of thin air, but cool card, just not something I felt comfortable trading into or getting into. But this one right here, this is my grail. This is my grail of grails. It's the 2018 Immaculate out of 25 dual on-card auto of Dirk and Luka. He was way high on this. I think he wanted 11K for this, which, just crazy. Not saying it's not worth that, but I think I saw a comp on this for around 5 or 6 not long ago. And I thought I saw other dual Dirk and Luka cards. He swears this is the only one, or perhaps this is the only one with the Luka in his rookie year. But either way, it's too early to own this card for me. I need to wait for some of the Luka hype to die down. But one day I'll have this. It just wasn't going to be this weekend. And then let's just get into what I got to show you. So Dallas never disappoints. The title of my video here, and it's true. It can be slower. You might not even get to go with your friend, but it never disappoints. There's always something there for whatever price points you have. If you're looking to liquidate, if you're looking to trade, whatever your goal is, Dallas never disappoints. Just know that. So I guess let's see. How do I want to do this? Let me start here. I have a story about this card on my Instagram, if you care to go read it. But this was a cheap card, but at one point this is a big time card. And Mark Teixeira, it's the Upper Deck Ultimate Collection. It's out of 250, numbered out of 250, on card auto, premium rookie for Big Tex, Mark Teixeira. The Rangers won the World Series since I last did a video, and I'm here in Dallas, and I've been a Ranger fan my whole life, so it's been an exciting couple weeks, and this is a cool card to add to the Ranger PC. Go read my story on that card on Instagram, usa.patriot.cards. Let's see here. Where else can I go? Show you a couple basketball cards that I've recently traded into. Here is a National Treasures Grant Williams. Grant Williams has been something else for the Mavericks so far this year. As I make this video, they're 6-1. He brings a toughness and a balance to this team that, and a three-point shooter that they desperately need. So I liked him when he was with the Celtics, but I love him now that he's a Maverick. His market is cheap still, and I'm not sure he'll ever be a super high-end guy in the hobby. But for a Mavericks fan, this certainly is a coveted card, and I really like this. NT True RPA to 99 of Grant Williams, and then this, I've always loved these. I loved the Gala set when it came out. It's an older set, 2016, 2017 maybe, and it used to be a standalone set. Now they make them in Chronicles, but they always had these rookies out of 8, super short print out of 8. And this is the Grant Williams, 2 of 8. It is a PSA 8, but it's a little bit of a thicker card, so that's totally understandable, and it's totally acceptable for this kind of card for me. I just like the SSP, and I like that they color matched it. I think all the cards are color matched, depending on the color of the team, but very cool card here, cheap. But I'm a fan of Grant Williams. Let's see here. This is a cool card, staying with the basketball theme. So Farley's Cards is a big-time dealer. I think he's out of Nashville, maybe, or up about that way. I just know him from stopping at his table, from our, I follow him on Instagram. He follows me, so he'll like some of my stuff. I like some of his stuff. But he told me, he saw me walking. He was walking the show, and he saw me. He's like, "Hey, man, stop on my table. I got a Dirk card you might be interested in." So I went. This was maybe 1 o'clock on Sunday. He was actually packing up his showcase when I eventually went over there, and he gifted this to me. This is a premium box set from 2018 Optic, which you might think, well, that's cool. But no, it's really cool, because check that numbering out right there. If you can see it, 41 of 249. So this is my second Dirk jersey number card. And, with Dirk, 41 is just everything. Such an iconic number. Such a cool card, and such a generous gesture just to toss me this. He's like, you know what, I could probably get 70, 80 bucks out of it, but he's like, I'd rather it go to a Dirk guy. So here you go. And I'm like, sweet, man. I was like, I'll definitely pay this forward. Let's see, moving on. A couple weeks back, made a play for Jalen Hurts, and now he's about as hot as they can get in the hobby. right now, or at least in the NFL. This is a neon green pulsar. This is a 10. I think it's a pop 12, maybe less. It's not numbered, but it is color matched. And yeah, the Eagles are power ranked #1 by just about everybody right now. They beat the Cowboys in a game that maybe Dallas should have won, but I've kind of come around on Jalen Hurts. It took me a while. But yeah, color match prisms right up my alley. So that was a cool card to get, and then this one as well. Just nothing too fancy, just the green Jalen Hurts prism in a 10. Just some fun stuff. Just in case Cowboys don't make it in the NFC and the Eagles do, I'll have a rooting interest. And then I guess the rest of this stuff. So Deion Sanders had a run up in the hobby recently when Colorado started so hot, and people were enjoying him from a coaching standpoint. But I've always liked him. I'm a Cowboy PC guy, so anything that I can find of Deion in a Dallas uniform, I look at. And believe it or not, there aren't that many Deion Cowboy cards, at least none of substantial relevance in the hobby. I don't know why that was so hard to think of. For instance, patch cards. So there's a few flawless patch cards of Deion, the dual patch autos, but they're with the Ravens, and the guys on eBay want like $5 or $6K for them. Just totally outrageous, totally nuts. So I'd probably pay $100 for him, but I wouldn't want a Deion card as a 49er or especially as a Raven. And so you start looking for Dallas patch autos. They're just not out there. So I made it a mission this show to try to find something nice of Deion. Now, a few weeks back, I picked this up. This is the 1/1 Disco, Black Disco from 2020 Select. A very cool card. 1/1, as you can see there. So this got me started down my Deion PC. And then, I just wanted to expand on that. He's fun to collect because, like I said, his cards are kind of hard to find, and so it makes the hunt kind of fun, just trying to search out and find it. And like I said, all day Saturday, I didn't make any deals. Let's see. I'll start with the first deal I made on Sunday. I picked this up. This is a cheap little card, but it's fun. It's gorgeous too. It's from 2020 as well. Luminance. This is a case hit. These Moments sets are popular, and they're all sort of shiny and refractory and cool photography. And in this case, it looks like he's playing against the 49ers. Looks like he just picked off a pass or maybe caught a punt or something. He's returning it, but this is a pop. I want to say 2 case hit, like I said. So it's just a fun PC card for Deion. And then this one is a 3-color Tools of the Trade. You see the white sneaking in back there, and then the black and the blue. This game used Tools of the Trade. This is from 2000 and what is that? Looks like 2010. Yeah. This is a 2010 Tools of the Trade from Absolute Football. It's numbered out of 10, 2 out of 10, which 0210, 21 is Deion's number. So technically it's jersey number, but it's just it's one of those rare, hard to find cards, especially considering it's game used. And then the last card, the main card. Now I saw this card on Saturday. Didn't end up making a move, and then went back Sunday, and I thought I lost out on it because I didn't see this guy set up. He was a little late setting up, but when I went back and I made the deal for this card, there was another guy standing there. He got there right after me, and he was coming to get this card too. So this card just pops. Look at that in the gold Beckett slab. BGS 9.5, 2013 Topps Triple Threads Football Deion Sanders with the very tough 9.5, 10 auto on the back. Very tough grade. Super cool. 2-color patch says prime time. I just love everything about this card. This BGS gold slab just really brings this card together. So, yep, this is the main ad for this weekend, and it was a light weekend. It was, I didn't make any huge deals. Missed my friend, but it was good to get away, and it was good to find a couple things that would have been hard to find without having one of the biggest shows in the country. Because you go on eBay and in my backyard. Because what I was gonna say, you go to eBay and you type in Deion Sanders patch auto and just look and see how few Dallas Cowboy Deion Sanders patch autos are available. This type of stuff gets snapped up on eBay quick. I was surprised this particular one lasted until Sunday, but I was glad it did. And that's about it. If you're not following me on Instagram, go give me a follow. I'll follow you back. usa.patriot.cards. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know if you were at the Dallas show, or let me know about your recent pickups. Show me what you got. Message me on Instagram. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.